Testing. Welcome back. We are back again to another stream. So we were able to work out a few of the complications that were taking us offline. We got a copyright strike from YouTube, unfortunately, but we were able to connect with them and work that out. Or you'll notice that we still haven't got our music back. We're still looking into this, but we just wanted to get up and running. So a special welcome to anyone who is viewing this right now. Hope that you'll stick around and bear with us as we figure out the kinks when it comes to streaming. It's our first time actually doing a stream or live streaming, so it's going to take some time to figure these things out. So we didn't do much trading today, but as you can see on our screen, QTTB has been the stock to watch today. So QTTB, we got a notification at 464. From 464, it ran all the way up to 637. So almost $2 on that run. So that was a great trade. So as you're saying, we'll see. Let's take a look at it where it's at right now. Right now, our scanner is saying that it should be a short. So we don't advise currently getting into QTTB right now. We'll see if it can get back up into the 6 zone. But for now, we'd say lay away from QTTB. But for those of you who are able to get into it, it's been running basically all day. Got a few news items related to QTTB. So you can see at 7 o'clock, so at 7 o'clock, there was a notification that went out, some news, and it stated that Akiba announces establishment of rare kidney disease pipeline. So it seems that this actually had an impact. If we read a bit lower, we can see that QTTB, well, okay, so Akiba acquired all rights to AKB-097, a tissue-targeted C3d factor H fusion protein complement inhibitor from Q32 Bio Inc., QTTB. So they sold the rights to this tissue-targeted protein complement inhibitor. So that's one of the reasons why we can see there was a huge bounce. You can also look at this alert here from Reuters. Akiba announces establishment of rare kidney disease pipeline. So more of what we were reading earlier. So here we have an article. Why is small cap Q32 Bio stock soaring on Monday. Q32 Bio QTTB stock soars 115%, 115.07% to 471 on Monday after selling phase 2 drug ADX097 to Akiba Therapeutics for $12 million upfront, potential $592 million in milestone and tiered royalties. Q32 retains rights to other assets. Deal extends cash runway to H2 2027. So here we have Q32 Bio. QTB stock is trading higher on Monday with a session volume of 70.56 million compared to the average volume of 217.70 thousand. And more of what we were mentioning early. So that's it for QTTB. That's the biggest runner of today. Looking at the one, we can see a few opportunities to trade QTTB today. But for now, as we stated, it's more a sell. We've had a few other opportunities, such as leg. Let's take a look at leg. Leg didn't really move too much. So it's bouncing right now from what we can see. So that's leg. So leg had a nice run up, 1173 to 1180, 7 cents. Also had BHC, 721, 729, and Bali. So as of now, not many opportunities. This could be due to the SPY. SPY seems to be taking a beating as we speak. Let's take a WHLR. WHLR seems to be putting in a move. It's currently a buy. So we'll see if it can keep moving higher.
WHLR.
Yep, there goes WHLR. So putting in a high of 409.
WHLR.
Heading higher. There we go. We got 429, 439, 440, 457. The WHLR is definitely pushing as we speak. It's putting in a good move. So it's definitely one to watch at the moment. WHLR. Let's see if we can find some news on WHLR.
FLYE.
You also have FLYE, which is putting in a push as well. Let's just update our stocks to watch. So we have QTTB, we have WHLR, and we have FLYE at the moment. So let's take a look at WHLR. So we had a move up to a high of 4. Looks like 459. 458. Currently it's holding 390, so we'll see if 392 will be a bottom for WHLR. Currently a little bounce going in off of 393. We're back up to 409, 410s. The big spread on this stock, so be very careful if you plan on trading it. Hopefully we'll see like a push back up to 430. And we can see if it can make a push for high of days. Now for WHLR, we do not see any news. So this stock seems to be going, but not based on any sort of news item. But it's up $1 for the day, $1.08, $1.11. We also have FLYE, as we mentioned earlier. FLYE. So FLYE is currently halted to the upside. So this is a stock that's been halting all day long. So we're going to look and see if there's any news. This stock is currently up $6.26. So it's really putting in a good move. But unfortunately, we do not see any news.
Stop requested. Stop requested. Stop requested.
So we have the reopening of
Stop requested.
FLYE. We'll see if it's currently between a range of 1075 and 9.
FLYE.
Right up through 1075. So this looks like it may be going higher. That's FLYE.
FLYE. FLYE. FLYE. IRBT. IRBT. IRBT.
So FLYE currently halted again. Currently projecting to open at $11.
IRBT. 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 IRBT.
Stop requested.
So we have FLYE currently halted. Keeping an eye also on IRBT. But as we were stating earlier, iRobot Corporation.
Stop requested.
It's unfortunate, but the SPY is currently taking a tumble. SPY is down 3.45% on the day. So this could be the reason why we have this struggle in the market. Let's take a look at the SPY and see what could be responsible for the issues with the SPY. So we have a few reports that came out this morning. So we have USA ISM manufacturing PMI for November 4.8 versus 49.0 estimated. So we can see that this number didn't meet the estimations. So for the USA ISM manufacturing index. So this could be a huge reason why the SPY is down like it is right now. We also have the ISM manufacturing employment for November 44.0 versus 46.0. Here we have a nice article. Tom Lee, Fundstrat Global Advisors, Head of Research and CEO at Fundstrat Capital, is forecasting a strong December for markets and the S&P 500, potentially reaching as high as 7,300 by year end, representing a possible 10% gain from current levels. 7,000 is only 2% for S&P. From here, I think 5% or maybe even 10% is possible in December, he said during an interview with CNBC. His bullish outlook comes despite a rocky start to the month. The strategist pointed to the end of the Federal Reserve's quantitative tightening as a major tailwind for the markets. So this analyst hopes or thinks or believes that the market is going to finish on a high. But at least for today, SPY is down. And the market is pretty slow at this point in time.
Stop requested.
So we have FLYE, seems to be one of the bigger movers for today. Currently halted.
Stop requested.
FLYE.
Let's reopen. And heading
IRBT.
higher.
FLYE.
That's
FLYE.
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 Stop requested.
FLYE. IRBT. 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 IRBT.
IRBT putting in higher highs. So we got a notification at 2.08, currently up to 2.12. That's IRBT.
IRBT. IRBT. IRBT. IRBT. IRBT. IRBT.
Stop requested.
IRBT. 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 NRDS. IRBT. 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 IRBT.
So IRBT headed higher, currently up to 2.28. So we got a notification at 2.08. Currently up 20 cents on the first
IRBT.
notification that we received.
IRBT.
IRBT still moving higher.
IRBT. 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 IRBT.
Stop requested.
IRBT. IRBT.
We have IRBT headed higher, up to 244 on the day. That's IRBT.
IRBT. IRBT.
Putting in more highs. That's IRBT. So our initial notification, IRBT, we received at 2:08.
Stop.
FLYE.
Requested.
It's a beautiful chart for IRBT, especially if we look at the ones. One minute, we can see many opportunities to make purchases. At 185, 192, and it's headed even higher now. So we actually could have made a purchase just now at a bottom here of 238 for IRBT. So we'll see where this actually
IRBT.
goes.
IRBT. IRBT.
But here we go. We're about to test 250 for IRBT.
IRBT. IRBT. IRBT. IRBT.
252. That's IRBT. If we look left, we can see highs of $6 in October. So on a day like today, where not much is running, we are thankful for IRBT, which is putting in a bit of a run, up to 252. On the day, it's up 82 cents at the moment. That's IRBT.
NFGC.
So it seems like we could be getting a bounce here off of 230 for IRBT. Back up to 240. See if it can hold 240 and continue moving up. So a bit of a hold here. And we're back up over 240 to 242, 245. Looking like we will push up back to 250. Up, change of plans, right back down to 230s, 235.
Stop requested.
Here we are, up over 240. IRBT is having difficulties. We need to wait for a bigger pullback and maybe we'll get a bounce back up. But we definitely appreciate the move. We received notification at 208 all the way up to 252. And it may be done for now. Special welcome to everyone joining us today. We are currently watching a
Stop
few
requested.
stocks, IRBT being the main one at this point in time. We are hoping that it's going to battle back, make another move for high of day. 225 could be a bounce.
Stop requested.
So it definitely is a slow day today. Not much on the move. Again, as we mentioned, the SPY is taking a beating, taking a tumble. So this could be the main reason why we're not seeing much movement. We have FLYE, which is headed downwards now. We actually lost track of FLYE, but it seems to be giving it up. Hopefully nobody got caught on the move down for FLYE. So FLYE reached a high of 1264 on the day, 1267, or even 65. Now it seems to be pulling back. It's under 9 at the moment. So FLYE, while it is a great stock, it's up $4.30 at the moment, up 90% or close to 90%. It's still a dangerous stock because once you get caught in these halts, it can be very difficult to get out. So again, that's FLYE. SPY is currently still hanging around. So SPY has bounced from the low on the day. It's putting in a bit of a bounce now. So we hit a low of 678.82, bounced all the way back up to 681.84, but couldn't break higher.
Stop requested.
And now we're headed back. So it seems like it's within a certain range on today, between 682 and 678. So trading within that $4 range or 4-point range.
Stop requested. Stop requested.
So we have FLYE. That's FLYE, seems to have halted. So FLYE halted up. So for those who are able to catch the bounce off of 825, even being able to get in on that second green bar of 875 to 909. You're in at a perfect position. Currently printing 998 as a projected
Stop requested.
open. That's FLYE. We have AHMA as well. AHMA halted downward, unfortunately. Unfortunately, our scanner is not saying much at this point in time. But the key is to be patient. Things tend to always come around. We don't need to make a trade, an unnecessary trade. Just stay focused and wait for those opportunities. QTTB was an incredible opportunity this morning. So we believe there may be other opportunities as we progress throughout the day. So let's go back to our idea scanner and see if there are any things that pop up.
Stop requested. Stop requested. Stop requested.
So it's definitely a slow day. Makes you wonder if people are still on Thanksgiving holiday or Thanksgiving break. I have MNDR currently taking a beating. Could be a short opportunity. ETHT, another one, ProShares Ultra Ether ETF, currently headed lower. SBIT, ProShares Ultra Short Bitcoin, so Bitcoin is falling, So this is the short of Bitcoin heading upwards. There are opportunities out there. A lot of them are related to shorts. So you probably want to be shorting the
Stop
market at this
requested.
point in time. It may not be wise to go long. BRR currently headed lower. Columbus Circle. We have Titan Machinery. But all in all, for anyone who has been trading today, it could have been a great day. As you mentioned, we had QTTB. So if you're able to get in QTTB, we got an alert at 464. Let's say even if you got in at 5. It ran all the way up to 637. So that's a good $1.30 on the move, which was a great play for today. As well, we had IRBT. We got an alert at 208 for IRBT. And we had a move all the way up to 241. So it's a good 40-cent move on IRBT. So those two plays alone should make for a good day. So even if an individual would like to wrap up the day and move on because it's so slow, you should be sitting good with those two plays alone. But we're currently on the lookout for the next play. It's very slow right now. We had FLYE, which has been halting. Now, as we mentioned earlier, it can be difficult with these types of stocks. They go into a halt, and it seems to be a back-to-back halt. So the opportunity to get in and out is not really there. So currently, FLYE is stuck in a halt.
Collar.
Currently projecting an open of, okay, so we just got notification of Kala. Take a look at Kala. Kala is presenting a great opportunity for a long as we speak. There we go, Kala. Keep an eye on Kala. So we're currently watching Kala, currently printing 177. We got a notification at 171. We're currently looking at the lows that we would set as outs for us. So we're currently looking at 168, which could be a stop price for us, as well as 168. But here we have 182 on Cala, so it's heading higher. Touch 185. 175 could be an out.
Stop requested.
Let's take a look at the 1 on Cala. Now looking at Cala on September 30th. Actually, let's look at the daily. See if we can find the daily chart. So we can see on September 30, well, September 17th, it made a high of 20. So that was a huge run. And we know that potentially it could run again today. We don't know if it'll reach 20, but there is news on Cala. So we'll take at the news released at 9 o'clock, 9/11. Cala Bio shares are trading higher after the company announced it secured a 6 million securities purchase agreement. The company appointed David Lazar as CEO and chairman of the board. So that is Cala. So Cala is definitely one to watch. Let's go back to our 1. So currently Cala holding 175. Seems to be some support there. Bouncing at 175 and through 175. Currently holding 170. We'll see if we get a bounce here off of 170. Again, we're just looking for opportunities to purchase on the pullbacks. So 168 seems to be a opportunity zone. 168, 165. Getting a bit of a bounce now. Cala holding 170. And through 170. See if it can hold 165 and go back up through 170 to 175. I'm going to put an alert at 175.
FLYE. FLYE. FLYE.
FLYE making new highs of day. That's FLYE. Let's take a look at FLYE. There we go. It's made its way all the way back up. Now FLYE, you can see it came down to 820. Bounced off of 820 and straight back up to 1280s.
Stop
and now we're halted
requested.
at 1282. So that's FLYE. Halted at 1282 or 1281. Projecting it open at 1282. But as we mentioned, FLYE is a low float stock. It's very dangerous. Trade at your own risk. We are not responsible for any trades on FLYE. Let's get back to Cala. So Cala is currently in our zone that we mentioned. It's holding 168. Bounced a little bit off of 160, 167. Hit our alert of 175. We'll see if it can get moving back up now. keeping an eye on Kala. Looking for the breakthrough 175. We have a green on the 1 minute for Kala. We'll see if we can get another green on the 1. That is Kala. So Kala back down to 168. See if it can hold here between one. There we go, a little bit of a bounce back up to 170. We are still having higher lows once it bounced off of 168 or 167. We'll see if it can get a push back up now. There we have it, Kala printing 173. See if we can get the push to 175. Kala 173. There we go, 175 Kala. Give me push. So we have two 1 minute green bars for Kala. Seems to be a little bit of resistance here at 175. This is make or break for Kala.
VEE.
175. And it seems to be failing. Doesn't seem to want to push. So currently we have a range for Kala between 175 and 167. So we'll see if it can break out of this range and head upward or head downward. We'll see what Kala wants to do today. But it seems to be consolidating within that range for now. And it seems to be breaking lower. We just had a print of 160. 167 for Kala. Let's take a look at VEEE. VEEE. Putting in a new high of day. Keep an eye on VEEE. We have our alerts set up for Kala to see if it can break up over 167.
VEE. VEE.
There goes VEEE. New high of day for VEEE.
VEE. VEE.
320s for VEEE.
VEE. VEE.
There goes VEEE. So we received the initial alert at 307 for VEEE. Currently printing 327. So up 20 cents on the alert that we received. We'll see if it can go higher. Market's currently putting in a bit of a bounce, which is helping or will help the markets will help the stocks or most stocks in the market right now. Looking at some support for VEEE around 3, possibly 310, between 310, 305, those areas. There's a push for VEEE, printing 320. Let's see if we can get a push back up to 325 here for VEEE. 322, and there we go, up over 325, printing 326. Let's see if we can hold it and go higher. VEE 330. So we got a nice bounce off of 311, which could have presented a buying opportunity. VEE seems to be spread is all over the place in VEE, so you have to be very careful. This type of stock you probably have to have a wider stop. But we're currently at 325. We touched 330. Touched 332. And we may get another push right here. VEEE up to 330, 331. Let's see if we can push past 331. And there we go, VEE.
Wow.
334, 335. VEE picking up steam here.
VEE
335. Problem with VEE is it hits its high and it rejects right away. So we hit a high of 336, 337, and pulled back to 320, 321. So you really have to be careful with VEE. So we'll see if we can get back up over 330, 335, and make the push to 340.
Stop.
FLYE 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 FLYE
still headed higher, currently printing 429. Keep an eye on FLYE.
FLYE FLYE NFGC, NFGC, NFGC,
We have NFGC. VEE seems to be pulling back. We may get a pullback here. I don't like those topping tails. Let's take a look at NFGC. NFGC, we love this chart. Very steady.
Stop requested.
NFGC,
Okay, so we have VEEE back up to 325. That's VEEE. Now it's a moment of truth for VEEE. We actually get a push back up over 325, or does it pull back down to the 310s? So VEE seems to be very strong. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be holding 325 at the moment. Back down to 320. That's VEEE. So VEE seems to be struggling a little bit here. Looking at VEE.
Stop requested.
Take a look at the 5. VEE seems to have topped out. It's looking like it's topped out. We'll see if it can hold 310. It's still holding 310. That's VEEE. So we had a nice little run on VEE. If you're fast enough to get in, we had initial alert at 307 and it went up to 337. That's about 30 cents on VEE. So VEE currently holding 310, currently trading at 316. We may break 315, 316 right here. We're getting a slight bounce off of 315 here, back up to 320. We'll see if we can get back to 325, 330. We're going to set our alerts. Currently consolidating. Alert set between 310 and 330. So 20-cent range. So we'll see if we get a breakout in either direction over the next few minutes. We'll actually go back to idea surfing for now. Here we go. Keep an eye on VEE. Bit of a push ongoing back up to 330. There we have it, 330 on the alert. See if it can break and head forward up over 330, 335 printing, 337. We've hit 335. We'll need a push for it to actually create a new high. It's looking good at the
VEE.
moment. There we go, we got our print. So we printed 339 on VEEE. There we have it, 339,
VEE,
340,
VEE, VEE,
341, printing new
VEE,
highs for
VEE,
VEEE,
VEE,
Wow.
343,
VEE,
344,
VEE.
45. So VEEE is looking good for us today. As we mentioned, got an alert at 307. Let's say we got in at the pullback, or we got a pullback, let's say to 311. Would have been a good 34 cents on the move. Let's pull back very quickly now, back to 330. As we said, it's a tough trade because it tends to pull back big once it reaches a new high of day. Now the question is, will it get back up over 345? And the question is, will it actually hold and create a support level? Support level seems to be around 325, 24, and it's currently there right now. So will it currently hold? It doesn't look like it will. Printing 3, but we will see. A bit of a bounce. Back up to 330. So VEEE right back down to 320. Very difficult stock to trade. Time being, we're going to go back to idea surfing. We will see if we can get a break back up for VEEE. We have alert set at 325. We were just about to exit, but then we got a Kala alert. Let's take a look at Kala. So Kala back up to 170, 180. Making a push for a high of day. That's Kala, K-L-A, K-L-L-A, K-A-L-A. So Kala made a high of 185, pulled back to 155. Now it's making its way right back up to high of days. So that is Kala. We also have VEEE. Not as on the move, but not as interesting as Kala. Kala definitely presenting more opportunities. Take a look at Kala on the 5-minute. You can see the pullback here, which presented a nice opportunity for a move up.
Stop requested.
NFGC.
NFGC headed higher. That's NFGC.
Stop requested.
collar, collar,
Stop requested. Stop requested.
collar, collar, PPCB,
Stop requested. Stop requested.
FLYE.
So we are back. We were just talking about FLYE putting a new high of 1657 on the day. So we can see that FLYE is a very dangerous stock to trade. To begin the day, we had a move up to 750, back down to 650, up to 1250, put back to 11, and all the way back up to 1650. So it's a wild ride. If you're able to get in from the beginning and hold, you are definitely in the money, up $10. But it's tough to actually sit through these types of moves. But FLYE has been one of the better stocks, at least from a percentage wise, for today. We had Kala, VEEE. These are all good movers that were caught on our scanner. IRBT. As you can see, WHLR had a small move. And QTTB was the big move of the day. Move was over $1 for QTTB to start the day. It's an incredible trade to start the day. We can go back to idea surfing for now. BMNZ on the move.
Stop requested. Let's take a look at the SPY. Our wonderful SPY.
So SPY has been fighting. We had the low of the day, which was put in very early, and it's been pushing higher ever since. More than likely the SPY will end up green, but time will tell.
Stop requested.
CNCK.
Here we have CNCK, CNCK,
CNCK.
printing 579. And CNCK is halted.
FLYE.
Stop requested.
So CoinCheck group shares halted on circuit breaker to the upside, stock up. Stock now up 78.70%. Don't really see any news as to why this is happening, but this is definitely a stock to watch. CNCK. Currently projecting to open at 6 for CNCK. CNCK, currently halted at 579. CNCK.
leg,
So we're currently
leg,
waiting for
leg.
the reopening of CNCK. We're also watching leg. Leg seems to be breaking out, moving forward.
Stop requested.
CNCK,
Wow.
CNCK,
There goes CNCK, touching 590. Now pulling back, CNCK. Out of the halt, so we'll see if it can hold 530. 530, 510, but we're looking at the 530 range for CNCK. It can hold 530. We expect a move up into the sixes. So we're back down to 540. Let's see see what happens here at 540. At 540, bit of a bounce. Back up to 550. Nope. Not holding 550. CNCK holding 530. Bit of a bounce here, back up over 550. At CNCK. Okay, so a question from Bradford, F1T. Can you still sell old seed phrases through seed 4K? All right. I don't really understand the question, Bradford. You're referring to seed phrases. I'm not really sure what you're referring to here. Wish I could help you. Wish I could provide an answer, but
CNCK.
I believe you may be referring to cryptocurrency. We don't really discuss cryptocurrency on this channel. It's not the best place for that or for that type of question. So CNCK, looks like we may push through 6 here. We've made it all the way back up.
CNCK.
There we go.
CNCK.
Printing new highs,
CNCK.
602,
CNCK.
620. The CNCK is looking great at the moment. As we were saying, as long as it held 520, it had a chance
Stop
of heading higher.
requested.
Now we can see it's currently halted at 619, currently projecting 648, 630, 625, 620. On the bid and ask, currently projecting 620 for CNCK.
Leg. Leg.
We have leg, which is headed up higher as well. Leg currently hitting 12. We received notification of leg at 1186. So it's up 14 cents already for leg.
Stop
FLYE.
requested.
FLYE.
FLYE, again, it's been moving all day long. Halting, unhalting, halting, unhalting. FLYE. Currently up to 8
FLYE.
E's.
FLYE.
So as we stated, FLYE is one to watch. It hit a high of 677 in August. So we definitely are keeping an eye on FLYE. We don't know what it will do today, but for the looks of it, it's really making a move at this point in time.
FLYE
1950 for FLYE. We're getting a bit of a pullback. Again, FLYE is definitely a dangerous stock to trade. Hit 1950, pulled back. Currently sitting at 1770.
Kappa
Stop requested.
CNCK
We have CNCK still headed higher.
CNCK
679.
CNCK CNCK
CNCK still headed higher. 695.
CNCK CNCK
CNCK putting in a huge move at the moment. So CNCK at a high of 721.
FLYE
It seems to be pulling back now. So as we stated before, the low here seems to be around 6. Well, it's pushing through 620 as we speak. It may halt.
FLYE
Bit of a bounce off of 620, 610.
FLYE, FLYE, FLYE,
FLYE still headed higher.
FLYE,
Let's take a look at FLYE. Right now, FLYE and CNCK are our big movers at the moment.
FLYE, FLYE, FLYE,
FLYE higher.
FLYE,
FLYE up to 21s, currently 21.50.
FLYE,
So we have CNCK. CNCK currently holding, as we stated earlier, current low of 620, 610 for our support levels. Seems to be coming down. Let's see if we get a bounce off of the 620, 610 level. So let's take a look at CNCK. CNCK possibly may have topped out at 725. Okay, we have a question from Bradford again. Why is it very profitable to sell all crypto wallets through the Seed 4KI project? Unfortunately, Bradford, we do not have an answer for this question. We don't really work with crypto. But thank you for the question nonetheless. CNCK about to test 610. Nice bounce off of 630 up to 650. So we're looking at CNCK, which is putting in a bounce as we speak. Bounce off of 620, back up to 670. That's CNCK. See if it can hold here. In the meantime, we'll take a look at FLYE, FLYE. This is another one that has been running all day. Hit a top of 2175, 2177 actually. We'll see now, it seems to be holding 19, currently trading at 2007. We'll see if we can get a bounce back up to new highs of days, which would be 22s, 23s, and a push higher. CNCK. So CNCK still holding 610, still holding 620. We'll see now if it can bounce here. We've come all the way down to 624. There's a test of 620. And through 610. Bouncing off of 6. Let's see if it can hold 6. CNCK could be done for today. Back down through 6. Printing 590s, 580s. 570s.
Stop requested.
Kappa.
CAPR on the move. CAPR on the move. So I think we're going to wrap up today's stream. Just want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's been a productive day. While the SPY was down and it didn't give too many opportunities, we still were able to trade a number of stocks. We opened the day trading QTTB, which was a very nice run. We have to be thankful for that. We also were able to take action on IRBT, which was another nice move. Kala, VEEE as well. These were all great trades for today. If you had the cojones, you would have traded FLYE and CNCK, which were other stocks that gave good opportunities, but they were very volatile. Yeah, I really had to be careful. Halts up, many halts up throughout the day, and halt downs. So, but that's the day in a nutshell. If it's your first time visiting, please subscribe to the channel. Tune in back tomorrow where we'll go through this again, where we teach how to trade and how to find opportunities in the market. Have a great day, everyone.
Stop requested.